Considering an AMD Ryzen for your new rig? Our X570 motherboards have the features you need. Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Rick, your host today on MSI Procast. Today we'll be showing you our two new X570 motherboards, the MPG X570 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi and X570 Gaming Pro Carbon Wi-Fi. Our Gaming Edge series is more of an entry-level solution for Intel and AMD, and our Pro Carbon is our mid-range motherboard line for both Intel's Z390 and AMD's X570 chipsets. When building a new PC, the first thing you need to choose will be your brand of CPU. Are you going with AMD with the AM4 socket, or Intel Z390 with the LGA 1151 socket? No matter what you decide, the latest generation of processors have lots of power, and AMD's recently released Ryzen 3000 line continues with excellent performance. So let's check out these X570 motherboards, the two latest additions to our lineup. Both of these boards are capable at overclocking, and if that's what you're going for, we've beefed up the X570 Pro Carbon, equipping it with a more robust VRM solution, which improves the stability of higher overclocks. Perfect for gaming and content creation, let's see what these motherboards have to offer. First up is the MPG X570 Gaming Edge Wi-Fi. This board has dual PCIe slots, the top with steel armor, providing extra strength for holding onto the largest video cards. The Edge can handle up to 128 gigs of memory, and DDR4 Boost allows for enabling XMP for your RAM, and overclocking up to 4400 MHz. This board has a digital power system integrated controller for smooth voltage to your CPU. At the top, these VRMs have their own heatsink for cooling, and the main extended heatsink is integrated into the rear I/O shield, which helps to keep the VRMs cool. The X570 chipset is equipped with our Zero Frozer tech, which dynamically adjusts the patented dual ball bearing fan speed under load and at low temperatures, allowing the fan to stop completely. Our Lightning PCIe Gen 4 solution provides the fastest transfer speeds for the dual onboard M.2 slots, the top equipped with our signature M.2 Shield Frozer, which helps to cool your system drive. The board also features rear Mystic Light software-controlled LEDs for a lighting accent in your case. For the build, we went with our MSI MPG Gungnir 100D tempered glass case, which has lots of room. We chose an AMD R5 3600 6-core 3.6 GHz CPU, and to cool that, the stock Wraith Stealth cooler bundled with the CPU. For graphics, we're going with an MSI Radeon RX 5700 Mech OC 8GB, a solid pick for this build level, able to get excellent 1080p and great 1440p gaming performance. For memory, we have two sticks of Corsair Vengeance LPX 8GB at 2400 MHz for 16 gigs total. And for our M.2 system drive is a Corsair MP500 480GB SSD for snappy Windows and game loading times. And power is provided by a Cooler Master V650 Gold unit. So this X570 Gaming Edge setup is good for gaming with a great price to performance ratio, with Wi-Fi for an added bonus. Both our X570 Gaming Edge and Gaming Pro Carbon are ATX-sized motherboards, and when choosing a case, it's important to choose one that can fit your board, as M-ATX cases will be too small. Our Gungnir and Sekira cases both handle ATX size. Dual PCIe slots are great for Twitch or game streaming, as the lower slot can be used for a capture card, a 10 gigabit network card, or even a second graphics card in Crossfire for AMD. Both boards come with an HDMI 1.4 port to get your system online and running faster, to work with AMD CPU integrated graphics. Choosing a power supply to fit your needs is important too. If you're doing any overclocking or have a beefy graphics card, then a newer 750 to 850 watt supply will better handle those demands. And some general tips: always connect and install components with your power supply unplugged, and refer to our handy quick setup section in the manual for questions about where to plug in or hook up the wires, and especially the best slots to use for 2 sticks of DDR4 RAM to get the most performance possible from dual channel memory. Next, we have the MPG X570 Gaming Pro Carbon, our mid-tier line with extra functionality. These dual Lightning Gen 4 PCIe slots are both equipped with steel armor for strength, all surrounded by a motherboard shroud which serves a dual purpose. built into the shroud are the two M.2 Frozr heatsinks, covering those 64 gig a second Gen 4 connectors at the top and bottom to keep those NVMe drives cool. Zero Frozr is on this X570 chip also, featuring a 45mm fan to keep it all cool with balanced and performance mode profiles. Connecting power to the core boost and CPU is an 8+4 connector, providing better stability when OCing. Digital Power IC controls the 10-to-1 VRM design, which is a step up, providing more stability over more VRMs to handle higher overclocks. On the left side, heat is dissipated with a large heatsink integrated into the rear I/O shield, with some LED accents at the top. The right side of the board has LEDs running all the way down, which is adjustable in Mystic Light. And our Dragon Center software gives you control over your light setup, with several different options to tailor your RGB to suit your preference. This setup is done in our Gungnir 100 tempered glass case with accented front panel. For this build, we went with an AMD R7 3700X 8-core 3.6 GHz CPU, cooled by Cooler Master's Master Liquid ML240R RGB 240mm AIO with a radiator installed up top. Graphics are handled by an MSI Radeon RX 5700 XT Gaming X 8GB, which is really capable of 1440p gaming at ultra settings for most games, and some pretty great gaming at 4K. For DDR4, we have 4 sticks of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro 8GB at 2666 MHz, totaling 32 gigs. And for the system M.2 drive, a Western Digital SN750 NVMe 500GB SSD. All powered by a Cooler Master Gold V750 PSU with a little higher wattage for more overclocking and GPU power draw headroom. This MPG X570 Gaming Pro Carbon Wi-Fi setup is very capable for streaming and handling the latest AAA games, with Wi-Fi connectivity and good looks thanks to its Mystic Light RGB capabilities. Now we want to turn this over to you. What features are you most excited about? And what are you looking for when making your motherboard decision? And if you have a setup, we'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Hit that like button if this overview was useful.
Powered by AMD 3rd Gen Ryzen processors, the ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi provides first-class gaming features and style. The B550F Wi-Fi features a robust 12+2 DRMOS-teamed Power Stage VRM design with high-quality alloy chokes and durable capacitors to provide reliable power for the latest high-core count AMD CPUs. Fanless VRM and chipset heatsinks with our StatCool 3+ design keep your system running reliably under heavy load by enhancing passive cooling capacity for critical onboard components. For the best gaming connectivity, you get Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.1, and 2.5 gigabit LAN with ASUS LAN Guard. You also get dual M.2 NVMe SSD slots, one with PCIe 4.0x4 connectivity, plus a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port and Thunderbolt 3 header. Our pre-mounted I/O shield makes installation a breeze, and with USB BIOS flashback technology, your system's firmware can be updated for next-gen CPUs using nothing more than a PSU and a USB flash drive. A pristine Supreme FX S1220A codec with DTS Sound Unbound and Sonic Studio 3 draws you deeper into the action. Communicate clearly with ASUS AI noise-canceling mic technology. ASUS exclusive AORUS Sync RGB lighting, including 2 RGB headers plus 1 Gen 2 addressable RGB header, let you make your PC's lighting uniquely yours. ROG Strix motherboards undergo an extensive certification program to ensure the very best compatibility with the widest range of components and devices. For a smooth build process, refer to our list of guaranteed compatible components. Ascend to next gen with the ROG Strix B550F Gaming Wi-Fi.
ROG Strix B550F Wi-Fi motherboard. The perfect motherboard to go with your AMD Ryzen 3rd Gen CPU. I haven't opened the box yet, so why don't we take a peek inside. So here we have the contents of the box. We have our Wi-Fi antenna, our B550F motherboard, an instruction manual, don't need that, a sticker sheet, ooh, a thank you card, and lastly, all the cables we'll need. Now that the motherboard's out of its protective sleeve, we can take a closer look at all its majesty. Here we have the 12+2 Power Stage Design VRM with the impressive heatsinks, Here are the two M.2 slots, both of which have heat-absorbing armor plating to prevent throttling from heat. We have our two PCIe slots, one of which has ASUS exclusive safe slot metal reinforcements. Here we have the very cool RGB ROG logo lighting zone. You of course can customize and sync the lighting with your other ROG components. The metal surfaces all over the board have a really nice finish to them. The texture really captures the light in a special way. There's a classic ROG cyber text all over the board. Here we have some Japanese characters that read ROG ni sanka seo, be a part of ROG. There's even more detailing on the rear of the board. Here we have Untitled Chapter, join the Republic, and nice logo placement. My favorite feature of the ROG Strix motherboards is the pre-attached I/O panel. In the past, I've forgotten to attach the I/O panel until the very last minute, and that's no fun, especially when you think you're done building. Going back to the other goodies in the box, we have a nice thank you card, because we do really appreciate you choosing ROG for your PC builds. So you can put this on your fridge, next to your holiday cards and your kids' drawings. The sticker sheet is both fun and functional. I think I'll put one of these stickers on my glove right now to give it a bit more flair. The stickers below are the functional stickers. They are color-coded so you can label your cables. When building, it's easy to lose track of where a cable is coming from and where it's going. These stickers should help you keep track of all of that. Alright, so besides applying more stickers to my gloves, the only thing that's left to do is to remove the plastic film from our motherboard. I'll let you stick around to watch that, as long as you like and subscribe for more ROG content, and let us know in the comments what kind of PC you're going to build with your ROG Strix B550F gaming motherboard. Just kidding, I'll let you watch anyway.
Tough Gaming Z490 Plus Wi-Fi has toughened up for Intel's 10th gen processors. Cloaked in a gray and black finish with yellow camo accents, this board features a 6-layer PCB design that helps cool critical components, providing more headroom to push CPUs beyond stock speeds. Engineered with military-grade components, we've powered up the VRM using a 12+2 teamed power stage design, DR MOS, for the most reliable power delivery. Massive heatsinks keep essential circuitry chill. Two at the top, covering the VRM and choke areas, and a full-length M.2 heatsink sits at the bottom. To the right of the CPU socket, we have 4 DDR4 DIMM slots for up to 128GB of RAM. And, thanks to our Optimum 2 design, we improved memory overclocking performance with speeds up to 4600 MHz. The rear I/O panel includes USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports in both Type A and Type C form factors. The tough LAN guard protects the Gigabit Ethernet controller against ESD. You also get Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.1 connectivity. The onboard audio is outfitted with the Realtek S1200A to enhance the sonic space depending on the type of game you're playing. Whether it's guns, spells, or vehicles you're hearing, you'll be able to pinpoint their location with accuracy. To expand your system even further, you'll find a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C front panel connector, dual M.2 slots, and 2 PCI 3.0x16 slots, one featuring our safe slot metal reinforced design for added peace of mind when you're transporting your machine to a tournament. There are 2 strips of RGB LED lighting running along the right side that can be tweaked using our AORUS Sync software. 3 strip headers, including a Gen 2 addressable header, allow you to customize your rig however you like. First time builder? Build with confidence. The Tough Gaming Alliance is a collaboration with ASUS and trusted industry component brands to ensure better stability, compatibility, and durability from components to case. The road to victory is tough.
What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today I have something very exciting to show you guys. This is the brand new X570 AORUS Master. This is the latest motherboard that we have in 2019. In today's video, I'm going to take this out of the box and show you guys exactly what this motherboard is all about. So let's start this off by taking the motherboard out of the box. And just to catch you guys up to speed, this is the brand new X570 motherboards that are designed for the new Ryzen 3000 series processors. This one in specific is the X570 AORUS Master. This is our more higher end X570 board. This is probably going to be one of the best selling boards out there on the market because we have so much features, design, and performance put into this package that I think it's a great overall package. But before we talk more about the motherboard, I'm going to set this aside over here and talk about what else comes inside the box. So let's put this off over to the side and try to dig in over here. And what do we get? We get our usual paperwork and instruction manuals. Let's see what else we're going to get in here. Extra cables, good for us. It's always nice to have. Also, you're going to get a Wi-Fi antenna. I'm going to talk more about this board once we get into the deep dive of that. Wi-Fi is actually really exciting to talk about for this generation. Additional SATA cables, you can expect that. And also something that I want to point out is we include this nice GIGABYTE G connector. So what G connector is that, you know, when you install your motherboard to your PC and then you're trying to connect all your front cable connectors, you connect them to the G connector, and this just neatly plugs into your motherboard, so it makes it a lot easier for you. Velcro cable ties, extra standoff screws, all that kind of stuff. Extra additional cables, RGB cables, and most importantly, you're gonna get additional AORUS stickers, a whole bunch of them as well. So all these accessories, I'm gonna toss them back in the box and put them aside. We're gonna talk about what you guys came here for, which is the master motherboard. Okay, so let's move over to the star of the show, the X570 AORUS Master. And there's a ton of things to talk about on this board. I guess let's talk about design. You guys can clearly see for X570, we've completely redesigned our board. So we took away the orange. We heard you guys don't like orange, so we went with a very flat black, silver, and gray color scheme. In my opinion, this thing looks really nice, really modern, and it looks good for 2019. So the reason why we went with this new color scheme is because it's a lot more color neutral. So regardless of whether you're making a white, a black, a red, or whatever color you're trying to go for, this motherboard will fit in perfectly inside your PC. Also, when it comes to design, you can notice back here we have an integrated I/O port. I'm going to talk more about the I/O in just a bit. Okay, so moving over to the back, you can see we have a full AORUS backplate. This is to add extra rigidity and protection to your motherboard, because for AORUS, we believe if you're spending this amount of money on the motherboard, you deserve the best quality that AORUS can provide. Let's move over back up front and talk about some of the features that you get on this motherboard. First one I want to point out is the VRM design on this. We have a direct 14-phase VRM on this motherboard. This is really high-end stuff, so for those of you who are considering to pick up this motherboard, just know that you'll be taken care of when it comes to the power delivery and overclocking department with your motherboard. Also related to that, you're going to see the return of the AORUS thin array heatsink. This thing first made its appearance with the AORUS X470 series, but for X570, we took that design and we've upgraded it. You're going to see a better heat pipe design, as well as you're going to see bigger thermal pads on the motherboard, so that's going to deliver a better overall cooling solution for the X570 AORUS Master. Okay, so the next big feature that I want to talk about is a really exciting one, PCI Express 4.0. So in the future, you're going to see more PCIe 4 SSDs, PCIe 4 graphics cards, and this board right here, the X570 AORUS Master, is designed to handle all those faster speeds that are going to be coming out very soon. Okay, so the next big leap in features is going to be the inclusion of Wi-Fi 6. So the AORUS X570 AORUS Master adopts the new 802.11ax standard. So if you pair this motherboard with the AX compatible router, you're going to get much faster transfer speeds than you were previously. Also related to connectivity, you're going to see back here, you're going to see inclusion of dual LAN. So you have your standard gigabit Ethernet LAN, but you're going to see Realtek 2.5 gigabit Ethernet LAN on here. So that's just going to be nice when compared with that Wi-Fi technology. You're going to be covered when it comes to connectivity. Also, a new thing that I want to point out is the inclusion of an upgraded ESS Sabre DAC. So this one specifically is the ESS Sabre 9118. So pretty much with this board, you're gonna get a overall better sound experience compared to previous generations. So if you are big into music, if you're big into watching movies or playing games, just know that the AORUS X570 AORUS Master has you taken care of in that department. Okay guys, so this product right here is one of many products that we're launching. This paired with the brand new AORUS NVMe Gen 4 SSDs and the new AORUS monitor and the graphics cards. That's going to make a great combo. So if you guys want to find out more about those hardware, follow AORUS on social media and YouTube. We're going to have a lot more content to come out very soon.
Here it is, the brand new ASUS ROG Maximus 12 Hero Wi-Fi motherboard. This Z490 based motherboard supports Intel's 10th gen processors. It's designed to offer an outstanding experience, stock or overclocked. The advanced VRM features an impressive 16 power stages to ensure more than enough power under heavy loads. This hero not only looks cool, but stays cool by design. This new heatsink design is bigger, better, and cooler than previous models. A 3-zone VRM heatsink with a large heat pipe keeps the power circuitry cool. And the M.2 heatsinks keep up to 3 SSDs at the right temperature for consistent performance. To the right of the CPU socket, we have 4 DDR4 DIMM slots for up to 128 GB of RAM. Thanks to our Optimum 3 design and a new daisy chain topology, the Hero can overclock to higher frequencies like 4800 MHz and beyond. With support for our exclusive AI overclocking, AI cooling, and ROG GameFirst 6 software with AI networking, your system can automatically tune itself for the best performance with a few clicks. Setting the industry standard is our pre-mounted I/O shield, making installation a breeze. The back panel includes plenty of USB 3.1 Gen 1 and Gen 2 ports, USB-C, ultra-fast Intel Wi-Fi 6, dual LAN ports featuring 5G and 1G connectivity, Bluetooth 5.1, and analog and optical audio outputs powered by ROG Supreme FX for an immersive audio gaming experience that draws you deeper into the action. To expand your system even further, you'll find a USB 3.2 Gen 2 front panel connector, 3 PCIe 3.0 by 16 slots, 2 of which include our safe slot designed to keep your GPU safe and secure, 2 RGB lighting zones, one on the chipset and the other on the I/O shroud. Addressable and standard RGB LED headers let you coordinate lighting effects across your entire setup with Aura Sync. The best just got better with the ASUS ROG Maximus 12 Hero Wi-Fi motherboard.